Welcome back, viewers, and good day once again. We are continuing our lesson, and this lesson is focused on graphic design. Now, the question is, what is graphic design? Graphic design is creating visual advertisements or visual advertising designs or visual communication designs or visual communication designs, communication designs using lettering, pictures, and symbols. So the components of graphic design are lettering, pictures, and symbols, and they are all always meant for visual communication or visual advertisement. That is it. The person will not be there to verbally explain to the viewer or the buyers, but the graphic and an example of graphic design, you have newspaper, you have a poster, you have banner, you have billboards, and you have labels. So please, when you explain, try and add the examples to it. So we have examples, posters, you have banners, you have billboards, you have signboards, you have newspapers, and many of them. Now, we come to what is a poster. Now, a poster is a written, printed, or painted notice that is pasted at vantage points for the purpose of visual advertisement or visual communication. Now, the next question says, identify and explain the forms of posters. Now, the forms of posters we have available, we have lettering poster, which are forms of posters that are made of only lettering. And these kind of posters are meant for literates, that is, people who can read and write. So you don't know how to read and write, this, this poster is not good for you. Then we have another one we call pictorial poster, which are forms of posters that are made of only pictures, diagrams, or illustrations. And this kind of poster is meant for illiterate, that is, people who cannot read and write. So maybe you can go to a place and you see they've drawn cigarettes, and then they use red mark to cross it, which shows that we don't smoke here. At times they will have a picture of somebody trying to urinate, and then they've used a red circle that has been crossed, right, diagonally, which means that we don't urinate here. These are some of the kind of posters that we have available, pictorial posters. Then we have letterings to pictorial poster, which is a combination of both the lettering and pictures. And these are posters that are meant for both literate and illiterate. And most of the modern posters that we have available, or the most common posters that we now use today, takes this form. Then we come to the next question, which is identify and explain the types of posters. Now, the types of posters we have available, we have informative posters. And these are posters that are designed to convey information or data clearly to viewers, viewers or audience. Examples are educational posters, we have event posters, we have public awareness posters. Then we also have another poster we call advertising posters. These are posters that are used to promote products, services, or brands. Examples are product posters, we have movie posters, we have concert posters, we have traveling or travel posters. So they are meant for advertisement. Then we have motivational posters, and these are posters that are designed to inspire or encourage others. Normally, this kind of posters will contain wise quotes, themes, right? That are meant to motivate people or to inspire them in their endeavors. And normally, these posters are found in classrooms, they are found in gyms, and maybe in offices as well, right? Then we have another poster we call campaign posters. These are posters that are meant to promote political messages, their political movements, and political ideologies. Examples are election campaign posters. Then we have another poster we call decorative posters. These are posters that are meant for uh, to promote aesthetic or to beautify a place. And normally, this process contain examples are scenery process with beautiful scenes, process that have, let's say, abstract artwork, then maybe some words. We can also have celebrity posters which are meant for decoration. You go to some people's room and you have these posters there which are used for decoration. Then you have scientific and academic posters. These are posters that contain methodology of something. It can also contain results, conclusion, sometimes even well-labeled diagrams that are meant for presentation at conferences or in academic settings. Then you have cinematic or theater posters, which are specially designed for promoting plays, drama, performances, and among others. Then we have another poster we call digital posters. Electronically electronically displayed posters on screens in public places. So this one take the digital format. Now let's come to the next question, which says identify 7 uses or 7 purposes of a poster. One, a poster is used for advertising goods and services. Then posters are used for persuading people to act in a certain manner. Posters are used for educating or warning people. Posters are used for announcing events or results. Posters are used for inviting people to a meeting or for meetings. Posters are used for praising, thanking, and criticizing people. Then posters are also used for informing the public about civic responsibilities. Yes, as a citizen, you must know your civic responsibility, and we have posters from in Ghana, National uh, Commission of Civil Education. They normally create these posters and put them around to help us know our civic responsibilities. Then we come to the next question, which says identify 5 qualities of a good poster. Every good poster must the lettering must be simple, legible, so that it can be read at a glance. It can be read at a glance, right? Then the title must be bold and clear and attractive than the rest of the lettering. The illustration used must be clear and must be related to the title of the poster. I repeat, let the illustration used must be clear and must be related to the title of the poster. Then the colors used must be attractive to viewers. Then the general layout must be unique or original. Then the poster must be able to effectively communicate to viewers. Now the next question is write the steps we follow to make a good poster. Now, plan the layout of your poster by making thumbnail sketches in various formats. Plan the layout of your posters by making thumbnail sketches in various formats. Then the next one is select the best thumbnail sketches, or what you call preliminary sketches, develop it and enlarging it. Now select typefaces to use and create lines to guide the lettering in upper or lower cases. The next step is sketch the visuals or the illustrations with headlines, headlines, and other texts and other illustrations. Right now, make all do corrections, correct all mistakes, and select the best out of the whole for the next stage. Now, produce color schemes. Make many color schemes to see which color scheme will suit the artwork, and then select the best color scheme, painted artwork out of the rest. Then you now come and do what we call prototype of the actual poster to be produced, which will be done in the same size, the same color as the actual artwork to be produced. Now, when you from the prototype stage, the actual poster is produced using the prototype as a what? As a guide. Now we come to the next question, which says, what is a label? A label is a slip of paper, rubber, or fabric that is attached to a product to give information about the product. So we can have a label of a bottle. We can have label of a dress. The back of my dress has a label. So the label there is made of fabric, and the product is what? My Lacoste. And the label is giving me information about this Lacoste, the fiber used for making this Lacoste, then the kind of temperature that I will need to use to iron this Lacoste or t-shirts is there. Then the designer who produced this artwork, and maybe the contact number of that company is there. That is a label for you, right? So every label must have the name of the company, the the content of the product must be there, or the ingredients used in producing the product must be there. Then the manufacturing date and the expiry date. So these are the what you call qualities of a good label. The manufacturing date and expiry date, especially the expiry date. If the expiry date, for this t-shirt, it doesn't expire. But when we are dealing with food products and chemicals, yeah, the expiry date must come. And then maybe the company's contact number must be present. Then maybe the illustration used must agree with the name of the product. That is it, right? Now we come to a package. What is a package? A package is a container in which goods or products are kept for safe handling, for distribution, or for sale. Now we come to the next question, which says, explain the types of packages you know. We have primary package, which is the type of package that directly holds or contains the product. Example, Malta Guinness bottle, the silver foil of a chocolate, they are all what primary package because they directly hold the product. That is the primary package. Then, when we have several primary packages, we put them in what we call secondary packages. So secondary package is a type of package that contains or covers the primary package. Example, we have the paper wrapper of a chocolate. You know that the silver foil or the gold foil is the primary package that holds the chocolate itself. Then a paper wrapper is used to wrap around the silver foil. That is what you call the secondary package. And sometimes when you look at digestive biscuit or biscuits that are in boxes, right? Like digestive biscuits, you see that the secondary package or the biscuit box is soft. And normally the secondary packages are colorful. That contains information about the products. Sometimes the primary package may not be colorful, but the most attractive package is a secondary package, which is more detailed. It contains the ingredients used, the manufacturing date, expiry date, the location of the manufacturer, the manufacturer's contact number and address, and sometimes even Food and Drugs Authority approved code is there. The weight of the product is also there. Then sometimes instructions on how to use the product is also on the secondary package. Then when we have several of these secondary packages, we now put them in a big box, which we call tertiary package. So normally the tertiary package are usually hard type of package that contains several secondary packages. Let's say a box of chocolates, right? Normally the tertiary package are very durable. And normally we call it cartons. Let's say a carton of milk, that box is a tertiary package. A carton of tomato paste, these are what you call the tertiary packages. They also contain information about the product, but sometimes they are in brown and then with a little information about the product, the name of the product, the telephone number, and the weight, right? Now, the next question is identify the forms of packages. Identify the forms of package. We have boxes. So packages come in the form of boxes. They also come in the form of sachets. Some of them come in the form of cans. Now the can milk. Now we have sachets of milk in sachets. We also have wrappers. That is toffee. We normally wrap toffees in wrappers. Chocolates are wrapped. They come in the form of the packages come in the form of wrappers. We also have some of them that takes the form of bags, like tea bags. Others also come in the form of envelopes. Others are also some products are also packed in sacks. So these are the forms of package. Now, the next question is identify the importance of packages. What does a package do? One, a package protects and preserves the contents from contamination, spoilage, and spillage. Two, it identifies the product and prevents imitation for consistent standard. It provides relevant information to viewers before buying, because there are some ingredients in some products that may not be good for you. Maybe your doctor has advised you don't not to take that a product containing this kind of ingredient, and you go and consume a product, and then you start having health challenges. So that's why it's always important to have all this information on the packages. Then a package makes it easier for handling and carriage. Now, if you like go and buy a standing fan and see, you see that everything has been well packaged in the box, and you can easily carry it under your armpits and you are good to go. But the moment you fix the fan, the standing fan, try to carry it may not be that easy. There are some people who, when I ask you to carry fan, you end up falling, right? But when it is in the package, it makes it easier for you for handling and for what carriage as well. Then the package also adds value to the product. There are some products that are just simple. I saw Gary that has been packaged. Then I also saw palm oil and the kind of package that they've used for the palm oil makes it add value to the palm oil. We also have powdered pepper. Now, powdered pepper that we normally tie it in the transparent polythene bag. Now, it has been well packaged. It has added value. The Kivo powdered pepper that we have in Ghana, people are buying because the package has given added value or made the product attractive. Now, a package also promotes advertisement and sales. Now, let's look at the next question says, identify the qualities of a good package. The one is that it must be convenient and safe to handle. It must also be convenient and safe to carry about and keep. Then it must be compact for transportation and what? Distribution. Because if the tertiary package is soft and not compact, sometimes when people loading boys, they try to offload and offload these products from the trailer trucks. Sometimes they form a long chain, they throw it, one person will catch and throw it to another person until they offload it from the truck or load it to the warehouse. So if the package is not strong, some of the products like biscuits and fragile products will end up breaking. Like glass, like waters, like biscuits, and even TVs, laptops can damage, right? Then it must be unique to stand out among other products. So your package must be different from other people's packages, so that they will not say you are trying to imitate, you are trying to steal somebody's design. Then the information on the packages must be bold, clear, and easier to read. Please, those of you who have been creating packages, and you have to strain your eyes, you have to bring it close to your eye before you can read what is there. Please, in fact, it is a bad package. It is not a good package. The information must be clear and easier to read. then the package must be attractive to viewers and buyers in order to what? Arrest attention and also arrest buyers, because you are not the only manufacturer in the market. Others are competing with you. So you must be able to what? Arrest or capture attention. These are the qualities of a good package. These are the qualities of a good package. So in the new GS syllabus, these are the graphic designs that the curriculum is focused on. But apart from this, we have a billboard. A billboard is a large board on which it's a large board that are erected or mounted outdoor for visual advertisement. So you cannot mount a billboard in a room or maybe in a hall or corridor. No, it must be outside, because making billboard is very expensive. Erecting billboard is very expensive. You can't keep it indoors, otherwise you waste money, right? Then we also have a banner. A banner is a flexible, it's a flexible material with that are suspended at both ends at vantage points and are used for both visual outdoor and indoor advertisements. Yes, you can have a compound and, and inside the compound, maybe you have the banner there. Sometimes the banners are erected outside the wall for passers-by to view. Others are erected along roadsides. Some people too, maybe in a school, they can create a small banner and then hang it in their classroom for people to get information. So banners are used for both outdoor and indoor advertisements, depending on the size. And the material used are flexible, right? Flexible fabric or flexible rubber material that has tensile strength. For that matter. Then we can also have a signpost. A signpost is a small wooden or metal board with one upright pole suspended either in the middle or at one end, and it's used for giving directions to a location, right? They can also have signboard. Signboard is a wooden or metal board that are larger than signposts and have two upright poles at both ends, which are uh, erected at vantage points for both visual advertisement and also for giving direction to a place. So both the signboard and the signpost always have an arrow directing you to a place. That is a signboard for that matter. These are all graphic design. Then we also have a logo. What is a logo? A logo is an adopted symbol of a company or an organization. In fact, I've not included this information in this question and answer, but I am saying it. In the types of logo, we have name-only logo. Example of the name-only logo, we have, let's say, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi, we have Panasonic, we have Samsung. So these are name-only logo. Then we have name stroke symbol logo. An example is Royal Motors. When you look at Royal Motor, the Royal Motor has the name Royal, and then there's a crown on top of the Royal name stroke symbol logo. These are examples of name stroke symbol logo. Then we also have another type of logo we call initial letter logo. Example, we have JVC, John Victor Company. We have JMC. We have MTN, Mobile Telecommunication Network. You have CNN. You have BBC. These are all what initial letter and logo. These companies use initial letter logo for their business establishments. Then we also have initial letter stroke symbol logo. An example is the Agricultural Development Bank in Ghana, ADB. The ADB has Agricultural Development Bank has the initial letter ADB, and then a symbol of a leaf on top of the initial letter. Then we also have Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB, the GCB, and then a golden eagle in flight on top of the initial letter. So these are initial letter logo. We also have allusive logo. We also have abstract logo and so on and so forth. But for now, I will have to end the lesson here. And in the next section, we will dive into basketry, or we'll be starting with three dimensionals. The first one that I've spoken about are all under 2D, two-dimensional art. Now we are now going to focus on the three-dimensional art. For we dive into basketry, we go to sculpture, ceramics, then if time permits, we'll move on to leatherworks as well. All right. So I wish all of you good luck. I wish you good pass in your BECE H1s, and those outside Ghana. I also wish you good luck in your BECE examination as well. Those in Nigeria and other Anglophone countries. May God be with all of you in Jesus' name. Amen.